Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Today I wanted to talk about Splinter Cell as a whole and why it failed. Splinter Cell back in the day used to be the household name for literally all stealth games. Nothing came close to what Splinter Cell was doing back in the day. In the late 2000s, something went wrong. What came to happen was that Splinter Cell lost its whole identity, and even the fans that were coming back for more gave up on it. Hi, it's Gachi here, and this is what went wrong with Splinter Cell. So, in case you've been living under a rock, or a rock has been living under you, and don't know what the heck Splinter Cell is, you play as Sam Fisher, a highly skilled mercenary who uses various high-tech gadgets and utilizes stealth to kill all the mercenaries. You work for a mysterious company called the Echelon. It's November 18th, 2002.
Nicolas just declared war on the US.
The first Splinter Cell game was published by Ubisoft with over 1 million pre-orders. It went on to sell over 5 million copies within the first year. Ubisoft was very happy with the first game, and so they decided to release 5 other installments to the Splinter Cell series under the Tom Clancy's name. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory is still considered to be the best stealth game ever produced, and it's still talked about when stealth games are the topic of discussion. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory did what all the previous Splinter Cell games had done, but 10 times better. It improved the noise meter, the gameplay was better, it had the best lighting in the series, the multiplayer was actually fun, it even had an open-ended way of entering each level. I personally have not played Chaos Theory, but I hear it's the best. I've played 4 of the 6 games. My favorite is Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. The reason I like Splinter Cell compared to Blacklist and Conviction, even though they are newer, it's because Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow really felt like what a stealth game was supposed to be. You were not supposed to go in guns blazing, shooting everyone you saw. Killing was supposed to be an option, like a last resort. Unlike in the coming games where you are rewarded for killing. I enjoyed the mission, I enjoyed all the story, I played it 2 or 3 times. I enjoyed the game so much. Chaos Theory was the peak of Splinter Cell, but things started to go wrong when Ubisoft decided changes needed to be made. Double Agent did a lot of things wrong. First was the removal of the noise meter. Even though I didn't play Double Agent, I played like a single level of it and I don't even remember it. The thing that set aside Splinter Cell was the noise meter. Removing it felt a bit like Splinter Cell had lost its identity. It didn't feel the same anymore. Not only did the game launch as a buggy mess, but it also experienced frequent FPS drops. It also experienced long loading screens. The gameplay didn't feel the same. It felt like it was just recycled, and Ubisoft was like, here's a half-baked Splinter Cell game for you to enjoy. And fans caught on. And Splinter Cell started to take a nosedive, and the angle increased further when Conviction was produced. Now, Splinter Cell Conviction did not deserve the name Splinter Cell. It's not actually a Splinter Cell game. I don't know what that is, but it's not a Splinter Cell game. Conviction was trying to do a lot of different things. Introduce the mark and execute. You will just press a button and watch Sam Fisher kill everyone. It didn't deserve the Splinter Cell name at all, according to me. Another thing that it did wrong was the removal of the night vision goggles. In this game, apparently, Sam Fisher can see in the dark. So, for the longest time, you don't even use the night vision goggles. The night vision goggles are literally a big part of what made Splinter Cell what it actually was. It's even in the cover of all the games apart from this one, because when you finally get the night vision goggles at the end of the game, they're not night vision goggles, they are wall hacks. Like, what the heck? Stealth was optional. There was no alarm like, oh no, if a body got caught or anything, the game would end. But no, stealth was not a requirement, unlike in the other games. No, in the other game, you are not overpowered, you are slightly weak. So if you decided to take on enemies in a gunfight, you would most likely lose unless you went back in the shadows. But in this game, almost every time you are fighting enemies directly with a gun. Another thing that I didn't understand about this game was its story. It didn't make sense, to be honest. Like, first I'm just chilling, then I'm in Afghanistan. It has nothing to do with the story, just a flashback for some reason. Then you are captured, and then this person bails you out, helps you escape by just slapping her. Huh? of course, that works out, right? And then the game cuts out to her betraying you. You see, you're shot in the first flashback, and then next, you're apparently not shot. Sam's daughter was killed. And then you find out she was not killed. And then the EMP thing, the story was literally everywhere and nowhere at the same time. It didn't make sense at all. But Splinter Cell Blacklist saw what it did wrong and tried to improve, but it was already too late. Blacklist went on to sell just 2 million copies. Ubisoft had targeted at least 5 million, and this led to a loss of approximately 83 million US dollars. Now, to be fair with Blacklist, it did a lot of things right. Like the graphics are still good even for today's standards. Like they're okay. The lighting was alright. The environmental detail, they're good, not gonna lie. But it didn't feel like a Splinter Cell game at this point. It even had a reward system where if you performed certain action, you would get rewarded for your actions. But the character models were a bit stiff. They didn't feel like they belonged. Another thing was that the voice actor of Sam Fisher in this game is not the same person who was the voice actor for the other games. So it didn't feel like it was the same thing. And these minute changes was what made fans move away from Splinter Cell games, and even Ubisoft gave up on it. And that's why even for over a decade, there's no news about a sequel coming up, okay? And I'm glad. And if it does come, hopefully it's not by Ubisoft. Ubisoft back in the day, it used to be great, but nowadays, really, I don't even own the games that I buy. Like, what are we doing here? So yeah, just that. Thanks for watching. This was my first time doing this, and I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you're new or find yourself coming back regularly. It's Gachi, and see you in the next one. Take care and peace.